town down in Arkansas, where the river flows. There's a man with a passion that everybody knows. He's got a collection that'll make you stare. Vintage pocket knives laid with tender care.
Howdy everybody, welcome to HT's EDC, coming at you from the back patio this Monday morning. Hope everybody had an awesome weekend. Everybody got out there and got to enjoy friends, family, hopefully the great outdoors if you were able to and you had the weather for it. Maybe watch some football. I know I did, but we are back ready to go again this Monday morning. Always got to show this young lady right here, Miss Abby. She is hard and heavy on her protection duties right now. As always, on my left side here, what is going on in the world? Let's do a quick what you totin'. We have another video that I'm going to have to get through in a hurry. It is another collection video, so we are going to go at a rapid pace today and try to get you guys out of here. What we totin'? Oh yeah, the pocket cross. We're wearing shorts today. Front left pocket. Open C leather wallet. And yes, I finally did take the little Uncle Henry 124. I'm finally taking it out of my pocket and gonna carry something else. And today the call went to the Remington Ranch Hand. Little bullet trapper here from Remington. Little 2-blade jackknife and nice little cool spear point. Has the half stops, got a little secondary pin, but the Remington Ranch Hand is what I'm going to be toting. Okay, what else I want to talk about? Yeah, on a serious note, I need to once again get my praying folks, get your hands together. Florida is in the crosshairs once again. I don't know what is going on down there, but they have another hurricane that is bearing down on them, and this one, I guess personally, luckily for me, the first two that came through there was not pointed right at my family members that are still in Florida. Well, we are up. This one is coming right at, right now, a lot can change, but it is pointed right at some of my family down there this time in Florida. It is supposed to come in the west coast of Florida on the Gulf, the Gulf of Mexico side. The cone right now shows it coming in right through Tampa Bay. Basically, it could come anywhere the west coast of Florida, but as we speak, they're having that cone come right through Tampa Bay. And folks, if it comes through Tampa Bay, this is coming from a 35-year Florida boy that I was born in South Carolina, but I lived there a whole 2 months of my life. So pretty much I have been a Floridian since I was 2 months old in the next 35 years of my life. What I'm telling you is I come from a little bit of a place of knowledge with these things. If that thing comes in right in Tampa Bay and sucks up all that bay water, it is going to be a absolute mess. It is going to wreak havoc. And I have folks about an hour and a half inshore, directly, right behind Tampa Bay, but inshore. But it is going to go all the way across Florida. Projected, this thing could turn, go toward Georgia or whatever. Again, a lot can happen. They're saying this thing is most likely to hit landfall Wednesday evening, Wednesday afternoon, or Wednesday night as far as making landfall. But I mean, they're going to start feeling the effects of that long before that. Storm surge, rain, tropical storm winds. Anyway, whatever you do, if you do this, please send some up for those folks in Florida. They have had their share, and then some, with these storms. And I do have, my sister is there, my wife's mother is there, just on up on the coastline, which could still be very much affected. My stepdaughter and her husband is there. So yeah, this one is one of my best friends is there, right there around my my mother-in-law and my sister. Yeah, this one hits real close to home this time, so let's pray it up for those folks in Florida. Yeah. Anyway, we are going to get with it, and we got to get with it in a hurry. Today, we are back once again on the People's Choice series. I am having a ton of fun with those. You guys keep sending in those ideas. Honestly, it really helps with content. I don't get new knives all the time, so sometimes I'm kind of scratching my head about content, and when you guys say, hey, show me this from your collection, I can kind of go back in, dig into my collection. It's a winner. When I'm, slack on content or new knives, I do have a few that are supposed to be trickling in via the horse trades, and a few I've bought this upcoming week, but it'll be later in the week. So for a multitude of reasons, these People's Choice videos are great. They're great on my end. I love doing them. It's what you guys want to see. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, this one comes in, another one from Brother Jim up at Barlow Brigade. He has actually sent quite a few. He is a big contributor to this, and this was one of the knife patterns he tossed out there that he would like to see me tackle. And we are talking today about the old Muskrat. And of course, if we're talking about the Muskrat, we got to talk about my main man, 865, Brother Aaron. He is the proprietor of the Muskrat Mafia, so shout out to him. Great channel. You guys already know him. If you don't, look up 865 Knives on YouTube. He is awesome. He's funny, and more importantly, good friend of mine. But anyway, Aaron, we're going to be talking about one of your favorite patterns, the old Muskrat today, and we're going to go fast. So I have about the same amount of what I call a Muskrat and what some of manufacturers call a Muskrat. We don't always jive. They make the knives. They can name them what they want to. They call them a Muskrat. They're a Muskrat. They're not my personal definition of a Muskrat, but we'll actually go through some of these manufacturer Muskrats that I don't exactly see eye to eye on. I call them a moose, but what have you. They're called a Muskrat, so I add them in this video, and we're going to go quick. I'm going to open up one of these right here. There's actually 3 of them that are pretty much the same knife. They just have different handle materials. And right here, the old Remington bullet, kind of the cigar frame here. Love these knives. And you see, this is where the difference is. HT calls a true Muskrat two of these clip point blades on either side. Well, they call this a Muskrat with this, in this case, kind of this spear point. Love this blade shape, by the way, that Remington does. But anyway, they call it their Muskrat, so yeah. And this one here happens to be in the Delrin, this is the Stagallon version of their Muskrat. And like I said, I have 3 more. Same knife, exactly the same blades. So these blades, same on this knife. This is a Camillus with the little bullet casing right here on it for a 30-30 rifle. And these are in bone handles. like I say, same knife, same chassis, same blades. We had Stagalon. Now this is jigged bone. And we have one more, same knife, same blades, another Remington bullet, and this one is in jigged Delrin versus Stagalon. So those three are kind of interchangeable. Also have another one. I will show this one. It is another Remington bullet, and this is the same knife, same blades, a littler guy. Got the kind of orangish red jig Delrin, another Remington bullet, same blades, and this is the little mini Muskrat bullet. So actually had 4 of them, just about the same. Love the cigar pattern, and honestly right now folks, one of these and the 4-inch, these are actually 4 and like a 1/4 inches closed. This is probably my favorite pocket knife right now going that isn't some form of hunter. I'm just going to be honest with you. I love these things. Love everything about them. Blade shapes, the neutral handles, cigar pattern handles. Love them. Anyway, moving right along. And even my favorite manufacturer, Buck, even Buck wants to get in the game of calling one of these a Muskrat too. Check this out. I believe this is the 371. Oh, excuse me, 372-1. And Buck calls this their Muskrat. Has some nice jig bone handles here, red jig bone handles on this. Has the old Buck hammer and mallet tool there on the shield. But yep, another clip, another spay. They call it a Muskrat. Touche. And one that I am putting an honorable mention. This is an HT. This is me. I know they don't call this whatsoever. They don't call it, and actually, I'm not even going to show this. I'm changing my mind. I've got an honorable mention here, Buck, that could kind of sort of be a Muskrat, but I've changed my mind. We're just going to leave it at that one for representing Buck, the one I showed you. And we are going to get into the ones that I think are what a true Muskrat is. This is what my definition of the pattern is, and I know a lot of you are going to agree, and might as well start it off with the OG. Actually, is that the knife? Oh, I thought that was a knife that Aaron actually showed in his picture of a Muskrat, but I know this is one of Aaron's favorites and one of mine. Oh yeah, the 77 OT Oldtimer saw cut Delrin. And folks, this is a Muskrat. 2 opposing clip point blades. And me and Aaron kind of say that the 77 OT, when we think of a Muskrat and it comes to our head like an OG, just when the word Muskrat comes out there, we think of this knife right here. I know there's a lot more of them, but this is kind of the unofficial, official OG of the Muskrats, and that is the Oldtimer 77 OT. We got some little teeners going on this one. Love it. I actually have multiples of this. I just grabbed this one this morning to show you guys. One of my favorite patterns. Obviously my favorite pattern, but one of my favorite models is what I mean to say. The 77 OT. Yeah, love it, love it, love it. Moving on, that was a Schrade Oldtimer. We are going to show a Schrade, just a regular Schrade. That was Schrade Oldtimer, the first one. This is, what number is this? This is the Schrade 787 improved Muskrat. Has the nice bomb shield on it. Says improved Muskrat. Again, real pointy, kind of a different, really pointy blade shape on these two clip point blades. Nice saw cut Delrin going on here on this one. This is the old Schrade, New York, USA 787. Love this knife. And we have one more in the old Schrade family here. And this is another 77. I told you I have multiple of these. This is the 77 RPB for red pick bone. The first one, 77, that I showed you was the old OG, the traditional Oldtimer saw cut Delrin. Well, you know me, I love red, and this is red pick bone on this one. If I could get the blades in the frame here. Just a beautiful knife. Some nice jigged, picked bone as they call it. But this is another Schrade 77 model. Moving on, we have some more bone here, and this is from American Blade, and this is an old Parker out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. An old Parker, one of their lines called American Blade, and this is the AB 24 model. And right here we have just some good old kind of natural, got some nice little discolorations in there in the bone, but this is just some good old natural bone here on this Muskrat. Very good looking knife. Love it. And this is an American Blade, and it is by Parker. Moving on, and we are doing pretty good on time here, I think. Where are we at? Yep, we're under 20 minutes right now. And I told you I was going to go fast. We have some more good old red bone. And here we have a Boker Tree brand. You guys can see, I don't know if y'all can see the old Boker Tree there. Zollingen, Germany, if I'm saying that right. Has the nice easy opens here to get these real pointy, kind of Turkish clip point blades on this thing. Super thin, super pointy. Just a beautiful little knife. Love the little easy open notches on it. Red jig bone. Oh yeah, this is a good one right here. The Boker, and this is the 9572 model, if anybody's interested. Nice snap. But yeah, Boker Tree brand 9572 Muskrat. And last but not least, we have a Roper knives, and this one is coming in like a two-tone micarta. Check that out. Yep, that is some pretty cool, good feeling micarta on these. This is from, well, how's the best way to show you that? It's kind of, the logo's going to be really dark right here because it's in that dark part of that micarta. But if you can see the R there, R logo for Roper. This one is a import model, no doubt about it. But as you can see right here, we got us some good old carbon steel. I've just barely got a little tieners on this one started, so that means I have carried it a little bit and cut some things, but we definitely don't have this one tienered up too good yet. But these are actually really good knives. For a import, for a budget knife, I think I've showed, well, I know I have showed Roper brand on a couple of my budget bangers. Hadn't done that series, hadn't done that in a while, but these are really good knives. Somebody that is on a budget and don't mind an imported knife. I know that's very controversial. Some people are USA only. I get it. I'm trying to support. I'm kind of shifting a little bit. Not that I won't go buy a China knife anymore. Definitely not saying that. But I have noticed I am buying really more of the USA stuff now. So I guess I am kind of shifting that way. But I have a lot of foreign made knives. And for one that is foreign made and really passes HT's QC, a lot of bang for your buck, check you out a Roper. You can get into this knife right here, a Muskrat micarta carbon steel, for around the $20 to $25 mark for one of these. And this snap, there ain't anything in the world wrong with that knife. I promise you, not a thing in the world. Yeah, and like I say, about a $20 to $25 knife, depending on what vendor you get it at. Micarta carbon steel, great snap. Hey, just saying. Well, anyway, we're going to get out of here maybe under 25 minutes if I don't talk too long here. That, Big Jim, is my Muskrat collection currently. And hope you guys enjoyed that. Shout out to my buddy once again, the Muskrat Mafia. And we're going to let you guys go. But once again, pray for Florida right now. We got a few days. We can pray this thing up and ask for God's mercy. And maybe this thing, I don't want it to shift and go somewhere else and hit somebody else. Let's just pray this thing breaks up, disintegrates, and doesn't do too much damage. But hey, God's will is God's will. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. We love you. Keep the people's choice ideas coming. I love them. You love them. We'll see you on the next one. For me and Miss Ab, we are out.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch light. He'll tell their stories deep into the night. Reviews and torture tests, it's a sight to see. HT's EDC.